Be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
You deserve a rest.
Oh, that he...
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. Nice try. This one. The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indy?
All right.
Come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena.
Excellent.
And
Right.
how's-
The plating, which is a prism. I thought the helm and the plating. I need something light.
Well, if I were... I know who's...
Tones. I've got all the... Can you take this too?
Right away.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up that work.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Hippocrates. Do you have the moment for you? Well, actually, could you take a look?
She... What are these notes around the edges?
She has some Spiniad remain, as you can...
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for...
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. An obelisk I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it.
So if we could...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. I shall speak to them and see if you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, the knowledge of...
Thank you. And since you...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable. So, Clive, who will accompany...
All right, so,
I have taken the liberty...
garlic. Are you sure? Looks like...
Though the... so much now.
Well, I was hoping to be able to make a...
All right.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research. Now, where's Tom? Yeah.
Keep them pilchers nice and
Need
chill.
to stock up on
I
these.
won't have you.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding... But if...
All right?
Let's see. Meet me by the gate.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the...
All anyone ever wants anymore is water, Grump. What can I interest you in today? I hope it's to your liking.
There's talk.
Buy, sell, or be gone. Good riddance.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Well, did you...
I did.
Garlic and pep... We should get this back. But we're not in too much of a rush. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together. In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some...
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone. No luck, though. My usual suppliers now...
I'll ask Carol. What is it?
Oh, I came here with Sid once. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Has it really been? I remember it. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Talia.
For what?
For every... All you still do. It's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in this... You're appreciated too. Well, I ought to get these ingredients back to Tome. I'll meet you back at the hut.
All right.
I heard you the first...
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work?
Well, then I was just explaining, and now that we...
You can count on me. I've mixed...
What about the shoot?
Work is...
Apparently.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, of course. Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here... A shame. I was in when both the shielding and the moon dew are ready. Followed, perhaps, some...
Leave it. Thank you. and give Mid the good news then.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
I think mid might need some help tidying up.
Sorry, but you'll be...
You found
him. He's...
Brilliant. Right to the...
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making
Displacement stacks.
same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring...
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you. That's one down.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell the Enterprise has 4 mithril?
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the searching for a land untouched by the Blight. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the... That's what she was meant to be. But now she's so close. I don't want it. I want people to sail aboard her in a world where we're not just trying to survive.
I'm working, and I'll do everything.
All right. As soon as the end sod our plan...
Are you sure?
Something tells me it's...
He'd be proud.
You,
I was.
Right. There's just...
All right.
Aye, Cap...
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive, we'd finished sending half the art. No, excuse me.
Not quite.
She said that.
She...
Clive, were you born yesterday? She'll probably be up.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. You earned this. Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Here, Sid.
Let's hear it.
Well, lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, had problem is, which is why...
I imagine.
Proper?
So what exactly?
Nothing. Gave you your port, sir, and you...
I take it.
I would have gone...
All right.
Frank...
You mean the Iron King?
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
He cracked the crystal too. You're joking.
Hopefully it's nothing. What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Trouble with the ledgers.
Not really.
This one. I just wanted you might perhaps sharing.
But still,
And that what?
a sword. The metal itself, you could...
So that's... And if you knew how we could only...
That's...
I'll see what I can show us when we go.
You're a... I can't say...
Thank you. Let's see what can... I got your note. You think so?
So you can... I didn't... He used to love cracking the bones. Didn't like it. You've not been working...
No harder than... Is that it, boy?
What was it you said he was?
That's what the laws...
Then maybe they saw one.
I suppose they perhaps up...
Instead of every...
You're looking.
What do you want?
I want to know.
Running around.
I suppose I am, yeah.
Little wonder. There's not many which made it.
Can you tell me?
You think I'd... Suppose you're fine. Lord Ignac's the man, and he's got... Reckon he'll...
Thank you.
Oh.
I appreciate... Lawsman.
He isn't ill.
I don't think so. She says he's hardly been touching it.
I rather think all canids, and I see no reason why a frostwolf. If we assume... It may well be that the Bones Lady cat frostwolves, after all, habitually as to where one might...
I don't recall ever seeing...
And little wonder. The last...
Even so.
Good hunting.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive.
That's what...
Shh, Otto. A little. And sadly, that I can straighten it out. I'm gonna need...
Be late.
There you are!
So let me get... And instead of you get Clive to come, the man in charge of the place you've been chief. Well...
Oh, just Martha.
We owe 3 of our most trusted...
Each. They lent us...
Do we have that much?
No. After the King's ransom, we have. Besides...
All right. Is there anything...
There might... How'd you fancy take...
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. A little something, I reckon.
I'm sure they...
But you know how it is with this.
I know.
Go. Do you know what? Because I'd rather Lady Carrick.
Well...
Don't worry.
Really?
No. Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. But anyone got a urgent by the sound of it.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't me.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Capwell.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then...
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to...
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Just like... Anyway, we all set to head to... Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would?
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count, just be sure.
Oh, she's got some...
I hope she... If no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go? With them? Oh, thanks, Nan!
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot! There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The St. Drake's Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone.
You.
What are we gonna do?
The fall.
My reputation will be... Calm yourself, Lord Ignac.
Pardon the intrusion.
Out! I paid for these rooms, so I... Please, his lordship is going through a difficult time. Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf, this... Very good. Would you mind stepping up?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? No. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see.
I don't suppose a single... Then I'll... You want to... I don't...
I did not every...
And that's where...
That will be... Farewell.
Good girl.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off! Let's try. I'm trying to too slow. Let's try. Get him. Let's try. It's over. This must be it. Nothing's all right.
I hear I have you. What shall I call you?
Wyvern.
A formidable name. Well, Wyvern? Redeem here tells me you wished for
a few moments of your time.
You're a peculiar fellow.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain...
Oh, Karen, it was made and is you, they believe. Each sword is made for that dessert.
But how do they...
Why, they use a whetstone, but it is a mineral. And that... Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to... Take this, the very stone of which I spoke, and a fire.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship.
I am locked in bitter competition. I am one.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield, and is a perennial...
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern, may our part... Redeem! We mustn't dawdle!
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Coming, my lord.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
There's talk that the glass...
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see the gate. It's all right.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Milady.
Gift? Oh, Ma.
Otto asked me to settle the height and to...
I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. The man owes me nothing. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and...
You once told me, Sid, did you? I'd like to do the same. And for Otto's. For all of...
Otto is lucky. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the...
Otto had us...
Long ago. Yeah, and blamed himself, and I don't know how it happened.
I didn't.
How could... Beside an ill habit.
Oh, but it... And...
A star is...
Think of...
in bit
something.
Say back cross and that.
Gob will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us. is certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Enough!
Now. Will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. Lady Cap...
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? Well, I'll take... All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In with...
Well, it's just... Sorry for no. You... Yes.
No wonder I could one when I be so...
Even so,
I think that there'd be nothing I reckon so. Nah, but think of what's... Just imagine it. Good, I won't make a cop.
I'm sure that just...
I'll be working... Hey, I owe you.
You'll be happy to...
And I'll see that my debt to you. You come and find me when you've got the material.
All right?
What do you need? So, will it be? That it? Fine.
Wait,
Lady...
do you recall about the and what that Torgal may consider? In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say, and that number has only one can but
He has seemed more...
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still.
Is that the thing Tomes helped him?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Good. So, Lady...
But she threw it right back in my...
Karen... I'm sure... Go, but you prefer...
What I met, but those...
Of course, surely.
Oh, fine. Where'd you even get this? A canny one, meanwhile. Might be might be, but you wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all.
I hear you ended up... Thanks to this, I sometimes wonder...
Speaking of which...
Oh! So you remember what's owed to you?
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used.
I knew so little.
I most...
Martha and the Dame both seemed to have fun. How long did you know?
Before he died, back in the day. We bought passage to... We set up drinking, quit my post, but me and Sid stayed close. There was... The magic woke inside my son soon, and there was no hiding.
Couldn't you and your...
My family wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on it, and I couldn't for the life of me. Luckily, it was him who stood beside me. Him who cried for me. Him who swore he... And he was true to his word, too. Threw away. I knew that... Was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather goat were at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have. journey to ride from here. Here. Greetings, Your Majesty. This one. Help me, boy. Farewell. To me, boy.
Don't stop!
Your reign is over. Now to... This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. If a wine needs...
Well, don't just stand there, go. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
What do you need? What do you want? Should last you a good while. And?
Is that the thing Tomes helped do?
Mick told me she was building a ship.
Ah, my favorite pupil. So what if it's... Which leaves, but... How may I help you today? I have the details here.
good.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? It was but now, thank you. Here you go. Always something in there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Here you are. Come again. I may have more. Yeah.
I think Mid might need some help.
All right then. How's that? That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bub. You're a gent, Sid. Right then. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll...
Well...
That's the spirit! Well...
It's,
right?
Thank you.
No. Thank you for support.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass. And all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today. So what do you think?
Really?
Oh, I take it there's...
Oh, what about this? Oh, no doubt. Well met, friend.
How does a merchant...
Oh, he sent my brother's right on all... We may have... You? Chances are they'll...
Well, if I'm going to have...
You've clearly got a... We're lucky now. Hoping to... Reckon he won't be for...
All right.
No, you just...
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take it.
Look lively, you lot! We've got guests.
These must be our bandits. That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of it.
Seems... Found the cart and didn't leave a single bar.
And how exactly will you be getting...
You leave that. You've done your part. It's been a pleasure.
There's no... What if...
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. Get him! Jesus, Charlie! To me, boy! Farewell! So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father, I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
Canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Good girl.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and